Welcome, everyone. Today we're going to explore some popular English idioms. Idioms add colour and depth to our language, and understanding them can make conversations more lively and engaging. In the next few minutes, I'll introduce 12 common idioms, explain their meanings, and give you example sentences. Whether you're learning English as a second language or just looking to expand your vocabulary, these idioms are not only fun, but also useful. So, let's dive in. Our first idiom is once in a blue moon. This expression means something that happens very rarely. Imagine witnessing a rare astronomical event. Just like a blue moon, these moments are not common. For instance, you might say, "I only go to the cinema once in a blue moon because I prefer staying home with a good book." This idiom emphasizes rarity in a light-hearted way. Next up is under the weather. When someone is feeling a bit off, maybe they have a cold or a mild illness, they might say they're under the weather. It's a gentle way of describing feeling unwell without going into specifics. For example, "I'm feeling under the weather today, so I'll stay home and rest." Or, "She was feeling under the weather, so she missed the meeting." This idiom helps soften the message when you're not feeling your best. Hit the nail on the head is our third idiom. It means to describe a situation or problem exactly right, or to get something precisely correct. Imagine hammering a nail exactly on target. That's what this idiom conveys. For example, when John said we needed to focus on quality over quantity, he really hit the nail on the head. Or, "Your analysis of the problem hit the nail on the head." This idiom praises accuracy and understanding. Moving on, let's talk about burn the midnight oil. This idiom means working late into the night, usually to complete a task or meet a deadline. Historically, people used oil lamps for light, so burning the midnight oil symbolizes working in the wee hours. For example, "I had to burn the midnight oil to finish my project on time." Or, "She burned the midnight oil to study for her final exams." This idiom is a testament to hard work and dedication. Now, let's explore the idiom break the ice. This phrase is often used when referring to initiating conversation or easing tension in a social setting. Think of it as cracking a frozen surface to get things moving. For instance, at the party, a fun game helped break the ice among the guests. Or, the team-building exercise helped break the ice during the workshop. It's a great way to describe making introductions less awkward. Don't cry over spilled milk is an idiom that reminds us not to worry about things that cannot be changed. Once the milk is spilled, there's no use crying about it. You simply clean it up and move on. For example, "I know you made a mistake, but don't cry over spilled milk. Let's focus on fixing it." Or, after the error, he decided not to cry over spilled milk and started anew. It's a wise reminder not to dwell on the past. Next is spill the beans, which means to reveal a secret, often accidentally or prematurely. The imagery of beans spilling out represents information being revealed unexpectedly. For instance, "He accidentally spilled the beans about the surprise party." Or, "I wasn't supposed to know the secret, but she spilled the beans." This idiom is perfect for discussions about confidentiality and surprises. A piece of cake is an idiom used to describe a task that is very easy to accomplish. Imagine enjoying a delicious slice of cake. It's simple and delightful. For example, the math homework was a piece of cake for her. The exam was a piece of cake, and he finished it in no time. This phrase is often used to reassure someone that a task won't be difficult. While it might sound a bit odd, break a leg is a way of wishing someone good luck, especially before a performance. The origin of this idiom is steeped in theatrical tradition, where saying good luck was considered bad luck. so instead performers say, break a leg. For example, you're going to do great in the play, break a leg. Before her big audition, her friends told her to break a leg. No spring chicken is a humorous idiom used to indicate that someone is no longer young. It's a light-hearted way of acknowledging aging. For example, I might not be a spring chicken anymore, but I still have plenty of energy. He joked that he wasn't a spring chicken, but his enthusiasm was infectious. This idiom is often used self-deprecatingly or to playfully remind others of the passage of time. Now, let's examine cost an arm and a leg. This idiom describes something extremely expensive. The imagery is clear. You'd have to give up major parts of your body to afford it. For example, that new car costs an arm and a leg, so I'm saving up for a while. Renovating the old house cost him an arm and a leg. It's a dramatic way to talk about high prices. Finally, we have hit the books. This idiom means to study hard or begin studying. It's a call to action for anyone who needs to prepare for an exam or learn new material. For instance, with finals coming up, it's time to hit the books. If you want to ace the test, you'll have to hit the books tonight. This idiom is an energetic way of saying start studying and is commonly used by students of all ages. In summary, today we've explored 12 lively idioms that make the English language so fascinating. We learned about rare occurrences with once in a blue moon, the nuances of feeling unwell with under the weather, and the satisfaction of getting something exactly right by hitting the nail on the head. We saw how working late can be described as burning the midnight oil, how to ease social tension by breaking the ice, and how to move on from past mistakes without crying over spilled milk. We also explored the thrill of accidentally revealing secrets when you spill the beans, the ease of tasks that are a piece of cake, and the traditional wish of good luck when someone is told to break a leg. Plus, we had a light-hearted look at aging with no spring chicken, discussed expensive items that cost an arm and a leg, and finally motivated ourselves to hit the books when it's time to study. These idioms are more than just phrases. They capture cultural nuances and add a playful, expressive quality to everyday conversation. I encourage you to incorporate them into your own speaking and writing. Practice using them in sentences, and soon enough, they'll become a natural part of your language skills. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed our journey through these common idioms. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your own examples of idioms in the comments below.